Swift Jane.
Most fucking valuable podcast. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
We are fucking here,
baby.
finally.
Baby.
Holy
We
fucking
live.
shit.
Day
The
one,
most
day
valuable
one.
podcast.
It's live.
Man, I got some great
Welcome
guys
to
with
the
me, man.
set.
To my left, I got Kuna Lakai,
The one and only.
a.k.a. David Redmond,
Cool guy.
a.k.a. the guy with the MTV jacket on.
Fresh.
And then right next to him,
Trippy J Red. Nah,
Trippy
Jared.
J.
I do got the trip shirt
You
on
have to
though.
work on that one.
this nigga always has a trippy red shirt on. If you ever need to find
Astro
Jared, he's a
World.
little white guy with the trippy red shirt on.
We'll go to the
RP
or some
moon
Yankee
and the
shit.
stars.
Or some Yankee shit.
The guy behind my engineer, as co-host, the man with the fro,
What up? What up?
the
How y'all doing?
weirdest kid in the
Welcome
weirdest
to
city.
the Weird City Studio.
And then I got the unnamed, the unmasked. His name is will not be said, nor will his face be shown.
It might be leaked one
But
But
you
his
will hear
voice
his
will be
voice.
heard.
Yes,
His
you
voice
will
will
hear
be
his
heard.
fucking
The
voice.
fuck I am. If
Holy
you know,
shit.
If you know, you know. That's all I gotta say.
I know there's some people
And
listening
you
to
should
this
know.
right now. That's
If
like
you hear it, you should know. If you
Yeah.
don't know, then you don't know. And
big
that's sad.
facts. Big facts.
And that's okay.
Big facts.
Barely.
We are fucking here. I'm so glad we're finally sitting down and doing this. Thank you for everybody who's listening. If you're listening right now, I'm sorry, Burber. I'm drinking beer like a motherfucker. If you're listening to right now,
Let me get you another one.
it's going to be the 25th when we drop. We'll be having a party. You'll be listening. Thank you to everybody listening. Thank you, everybody that's peeping on the stream. Thank you to everybody that's showing support and blah, 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 all that good shit. I thank you. We're going to be doing some crazy stuff, big stuff. We're throwing a party on the 25th, so it's also my birthday on the 26th. We're throwing a launch party the night of the 25th. We're dropping the 26th.
Yep.
Hit me fucking up. We're out here in Austin, Texas. Hit me the fuck up. We're doing something. I want to do something for our 1 year next year. We're going to be throwing events. We throw boat parties every fucking year.
Yes, sir.
It'll be lit. We're doing a lot of shit. We're just not going to be behind the mic. We're going to be doing a lot of shit.
Big network. Big network.
Big fucking network. Anybody that wants to let network and come through, hit me up. Artists, fucking DJs, guys behind the cameras that don't want to be named, everybody. fucking come through. And we're going to be talking about a lot of shit. We're going to be talking about music. We're going to be talking about a lot of shit.
Talk.
We were talking about
Talk.
let's get right into it. We were talking about Mac Miller.
Oh, man.
So Mac Miller,
year
I
ago.
love that we getting right into this. I love Mac. He was his
year ago.
it was his anniversary like what 2 days ago? Like 2 days ago?
Maybe 3 days ago.
And we were just talking about the guy that got arrested for his
Yeah, like
His drug charge?
the guy the guy who sold his shit.
For the distribution.
Yeah, no, they
wait, it was
charged
late.
him. No, I got it up right now. It's a Rolling Stone article. The man was arrested for the death of his son. Did you see that video with his dad talking?
Mm-mm.
So there was an event that they were doing for Mac. It was like a tribute event, whatever. And his dad, McCormick, whatever his last name, I forgot his name. No disrespect, I just forgot your name. I don't remember.
McCormick.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Shows up and he pretty much says, it's not worth it. Like, he's like, all it takes is blah blah this and that, a fentanyl. He's like, it's not worth it. And it was just a small little speech, but it was just crazy to see the reaction of the crowd. It's literally a big ass crowd, and I was in my mind, I was like, damn, it's already been a fucking year.
I think one of
Literally,
the
it's already
things.
been a fucking year, and it still feels like maybe like a couple months ago.
Yeah, miss that kid.
One of the things we were talking about too is like, you know, whose responsibility does it fall more on? Is it Mac as like a user, you know, or is it, you know, the dealer as a murderer, which is what he's being tried for? So I guess that was one of the things.
But
that
Nolan had a good point. He said that we all know Mac was a junkie, and he was. Even you can love Mac as much as you want, but that motherfucker was taking some shit. So Nolan brought up a good point where he says, I mean, a junkie's a fucking junkie. They're gonna take whatever. They're gonna take what it's gonna take. And sometimes, not saying that this will happen, but sometimes you can just say, fuck it, I'm down. I just want to take something. And sometimes you can't let all that fault rely on them. But my counterpoint was the parents, because obviously his dad was the one that was upset and blah, blah, blah. But you made a good point about just being a junkie. And Oh, that is really.
No, yeah, that's the big thing is like, you're gonna get the drugs you want nowadays. You just don't know what it's gonna be cut with. But
He was
I don't
taking
know,
a lot of
just don't do
shit.
drugs, kids.
Yeah,
That's
he was
just
taking a
hella
lot of
important.
shit. I
Stay
do
healthy.
agree though with like I do agree with um I'm lost track. I'm high as fuck, nigga. We took that bowl got me that.
But no,
sorry.
I think one thing to mention though is like we say, being a junkie, all these things. It's like
Table with the
more of a
cognac.
disease. Like once they get caught in the game, it's like not something that's easy to break out of. And like I've seen a lot of lives destroyed over this thing. So it's like there's a whole point in somebody's lives before they hit rock bottom, before they're seeking help, where you just want to keep them safe. You know what I'm saying? And so I mean, even though they're gonna take what they're gonna take, you just want to. I mean, as a society, like what can we do to make sure that like they're not dying in between?
Yeah.
In between the
Yeah.
like rock bottom. All right, this isn't what I should be doing, and that whole turmoil mess that they're going through. You just want them to be safe, you know?
For sure.
At the end of the
Mhm.
day, I definitely would have rather Mac Miller still been here. Absolutely.
Oh, without a doubt, 100%.
Absolutely. And back to the music thing, so we were talking earlier how when he first died, there was a lot of people that were like, people were listening to his music and posting shit, and a lot of people were like, oh, now you're a Mac fan, this and this and that. We might have talked about this the last time we sat here. And my opinion was like, what's the big deal? Because a lot of people like on Twitter were smashing like, yo, you're a fake Mac fan. Now you want to listen because he's dead, blah, 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 this and that. And don't get me wrong, as a true fan, yeah, I can understand that. But at the same time, it's like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Like, the man is gone. And I feel like,
And you're
especially
playing his
nowadays
music.
when streaming is such a big thing, you're literally just building revenue for him. You're supporting him. So just because you might have heard him for the first time, and I was telling, oh, boy, is that if a lot what I think happened is that Mac Miller came to the forefront of social media, and a lot of people are like, yo, who is Mac Miller? Why is everybody talking about him? So people go peep him out, ends up actually liking Mac Miller and start listening to him. And I don't see the problem with that. Like, what's the problem with that? But yet those people were getting so smashed about being fake fans and blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, it's stupid. Like,
It's like the same thing with like with
Nipsey.
like Lil Peep and
Nipsey,
Nipsey,
yeah.
and XXX.
Nipsey as well.
Yeah.
You know what I
Nipsey
mean?
was
It's like
huge.
The same thing. It's like, but you gotta. It's an industry of music. You know, you gotta appreciate the music, and at the end of the day, if someone is just finding out about it because of the death, then that's a good thing.
Yeah, I hate that people are
They're
getting
streaming
slandered for
the
that.
music.
I hate it's the same thing with Nipsey. It was literally the same exact thing.
I think it's important to relate, like, Nipsey and Mac Miller, too, because there are other artists who have either gotten caught up with some shit or, they've passed away or something has happened and they've not gotten the same support. And, it sucks. But at the same time, you have to look at the impact that artist has had on his community and the people around him and his audience and stuff like that. Because different people listen to music for different reasons. And I feel like Nipsey undeniably is one of those people you listen to him for, because you can relate to them, because they're preaching on some shit that, they're trying to like make something positive out of their situation, or like, they're trying to deliver a message. And, I think that sticks with people, and that's why they're remembered. So, I was one of those people, especially with Nipsey. Like, I was definitely a fan of Mac before, but I didn't listen to Nipsey at all. But when he passed away and I saw all the murals, all the outreach, all the love from California,
It
gangs
interests you
unite
for
and all that
sure.
shit, you have to ask
How
the
you
question,
not
like,
gonna
what is so special about this artist?
Exactly.
And
You
I
gotta
don't see
listen
the
to his
problem with that.
music.
And what
Exactly.
makes me upset is the fact that people are slandering people that are just hopping on, which I'm like, what's the problem with that? Especially with Nipsey, because like his clothing line was so important to him. So people that were just buying Marathon clothing, people were getting slammed for that. Now you want to support. I'm like, what's the point? Like, this nigga is literally selling out shit.
All of that money
But
is
all
going
that
to him and
proceeds-
his family. That is all
Exactly.
his stuff. It's going to him and his kids. Like, that's what you got to think
How
about
can you
right there.
slander
too.
that?
Like, you can't
Exactly.
slander.
Saying, I didn't mean to get on this bad topic of Mac, but that's what we were
I
talking
do
want
want to say one thing I want to say earlier with like Mac is like, I feel like to a certain degree there's a level as an adult and a controller of your own life where you have to like be conscious of what you're doing to yourself, but at the same time I think it's very important
Very
because you can hear through his music that obviously he was going through it, especially from like
Yes.
back in the day, from like Kids, Blue Slide Park, all the way until
If you listen
like,
to his last
latest
album,
projects,
yes.
you can see
You
the
can
development
tell.
of his life, and like I
Mhm.
think that's
That's
an
how
important
people
point to highlight. Like, you got to
He's telling a
support those
story.
type of people. Like, you got to be around for those type of people. Like, when shit like that happens, it sucks. I can't say Mac Miller's story, I don't know, but I'm sure like
Mhm.
he had a lot more money than he probably had like super legit relationships, which I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying that, but
Yeah.
like honestly, I think when it comes to people in trouble like that, it takes just like a genuine relationship and someone to just reach out a
I
hand.
agree.
So I think that's super important.
Yeah.
Let's get off the death topic. Shout out Mac Miller. Shout out Nipsey.
Shout out
all them.
R.I.P. Rest
We
in
all love
peace.
him.
Music lives on forever.
Music always.
I want to
lives.
switch it up. I want to switch to a little positive. I want to talk about music. We trying to be we a podcast trying to be based on music. I want to talk about music. I want to ask you a very key question. I want you to think about this before you answer. One of your favorite years of music.
Oh, I got
Hard.
you. I got you.
It's hard. There's some good years of
Tell
music.
us, Jared.
2011.
2011. Why?
2011. Why 2011?
You know, because you had like Drake
came-
on the come up, you had Wayne on the come up, you had Meek Mill, you got Ross.
That was that.
To me,
that was
my-
that Young Money era.
That was my stuff right there,
That was
bro.
that early
You know
Young
what?
Money
I
era.
love it. I love
Undefeated.
11.
I'd almost say 2007, 2008.
Okay.
That was a good
Throw
year.
that into
Yep.
consideration because it was
Yeah.
like you had the dance music going, but you also had
T-Pain. Fucking.
T-Pain, Wayne
Kanye-
dropping Carter 3.
Kanye-
was
Kanye
coming out,
hot.
Kanye
bro.
coming with
Luda,
like
bro.
Yeah.
right before the
Even
graduation.
Missy, bro. Missy was coming
Missy
out with
coming
fucking,
hot.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Which one.
Yeah, that was a great time for music.
Bro,
in my opinion.
2010 was a big year for me because that's when I started. 2009, 2010, that was a big year for me because I started DJing. So that's when like Trey Songz and
Oh,
like
I love Trey Songz.
just those T-Pain, those club bangers that was coming out.
that's
every
real.
I'm talking
fucking-
about though when like it went from the transition from like R&B to pop, like pop R&B.
It was like hip hop and
Man,
R&B.
yeah.
Type of-
Pop, hip
I
hop,
feel
R&B.
like that started
type,
with
yeah.
Graduation, and then after that album dropped, everybody
Yeah, Graduation
rethought
was a
how you could drop hip hop.
big
Like
album.
I
that
definitely
flow-
think
was that- that was
T-Pain-
that, like,
Graduation was
flow
big.
Ride, Nicki Minaj was putting out that pop
Yeah,
shit.
Young Money, yeah.
I
Like,
definitely think T-Pain had a big influence on
That's
kind
a-
of that
can't
era.
look past that at all.
For
Bro,
sure.
Mhm.
T-Pain
That's
is undefeated, fam.
T-Pain is
Man.
the GOAT.
His run at number one best
It's
features.
Stupid, bro.
You know,
But
you
there's
know,
no other T-Pain.
And this
There's
man can
no other
sing, bro.
T-Pain.
Fun fact.
He's humble.
Fun fact from the cameraman. T-Pain actually he mastered auto-tune through math before he even put out a
I
CD.
knew that.
Okay, I didn't know that.
That's
That's dope.
insane.
That's dope.
Yeah,
And you know what's even crazier about T-Pain is that nigga can actually sing.
He can
Oh,
actually sing.
no
That
auto
nigga
tune. He
can
don't
actually
need
sing.
auto
'Cause I feel
tune.
no,
He just
I mean,
used it 'cause
everybody
it
for
was
a while
in.
was like, yo, T-Pain can't sing. He just auto-tune ass nigga.
That's what was in. Everybody
No,
loved
that nigga
auto
can
tune at the
sing.
time. He was just selling
Auto-tune
making
got
money, bro.
dope. That's how
That
it
nigga
was
can
done.
fucking sing.
He was staying key with each.
With the trends and shit.
Yeah, one of my
everything.
favorite years was definitely probably fucking 2008, 2009, even like 2000, even like 2016.
I fucked with
Drake was
I fucked
coming
with
out.
2013 when
Summer 16
Acid
was
Rap.
crazy.
Summer
With
16
Chance.
was.
Yeah.
Which one?
with Acid Rap
2013.
when Chance
13?
came out 2013.
Yeah. I feel you on that. Good album though. Good album.
Yeah.
I want to talk about what other new music dropped. I want to talk about Post Malone's new album. We were just listening to that. That shit just dropped not too long.
It's better than his
We-
last album. That's
Beer
for
Bongs
damn
and
sure.
Bentleys?
Beer Bongs and Bentleys.
Definitely-
I was not
definitely
a fan
better.
of. I like this album way more than Beer Bongs.
I
and
feel
Bentleys.
like with Post, I'm starting to get to the point where his style doesn't really like change up at all for me, and I'm like, I mean, this is cool. This is definitely Post, but like, this is not really much different from other Posts that I've heard.
Yo, I watched an interview of Post Malone, and I think if you make music, I feel like you get to a point where you like, I mean, unless you continually work at your craft, that you just fall into like this is what I do. You get comfortable in your pocket or whatever. And I watched this this Post interview, and he was talking about how he only makes music when he's like feeling it, when he's comfortable, all that type of stuff. And I think like when you make music when you're uncomfortable, that's what forces you to experiment. And when you're only feeling it, then you know how much new stuff are you actually gonna come up with.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, because we listened to the whole album last night. I mean, we
Yeah,
were
we
just
did.
chilling last night. We pretty much played the whole album, and like, you know, I was listening to it. And it's cool. It's good music. Like, it's good vibes and everything. But like, I want, you know, if it's gonna be the next album, I want to know what's gonna set it apart from the last album. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
that's exactly
And that's what I was
saying.
looking for with Post, and I didn't
when
really
people
get much
drop
of that. I didn't
albums,
feel
I
like.
compare it to the last project.
Yeah, that's
say-
fair to do.
Because it needs to be better. I like it. Do I think it's better than Beer Bongs and Bentleys? Yeah, probably. Compared to his last one. But my favorite, Post dropped a mixtape that was August 26th. That's probably one of my favorite projects from Post. And I like Post. But I will say when Post first came out with White Iverson, because I didn't hear August 26th was before White Iverson.
That song.
August 24th was a mixtape that I didn't hear prior to. I had some friends that showed me. My friend KK.
I'm gonna go
Jared
back
showed
listen
me.
to that.
And it's a good fucking mixtape.
Yeah.
And when he dropped White Iverson, I said, it's a one-hit wonder. Like, this is probably the only shit he's going to drop. Only shit's going to be popping. Sure enough, I was completely fucking wrong. Ended up being super fucking popping, and I ended up liking a lot of his shit.
Which one was the one with like Patience and I think it had. Was it Stony? I think
Stoney's a good fucking
Stony. I
album,
think is
too.
my best.
That's the
my
one that's
favorite
got
piece of work.
congratulations.
That's his freshman album,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, I like Stony a lot.
That Stony was a good fucking album as well.
I honestly feel like it's starting to sound more just like commercial a little bit. Not commercial, but
It's
it's
just
starting to
pop,
sound
bro.
like more like radio posts.
Oh,
You
it
know what I'm
is.
saying? Or like
I mean,
more like
that's all he
more
makes
like
is
he's
pop
he's
radio
going based
music.
off a formula rather than based
Yeah.
off the passion that was there in his earlier days. Is what it sounds kind of.
Well, I mean,
like
yeah,
to
because
me.
he was still trying
See,
to make it back.
Is that just music industry, though?
Honestly, I kind of.
And now that he's made it, he doesn't.
He asked if that's music industry. I asked if.
What do you mean
I
that's
said.
music industry?
I said that it
Like trying
sounds
to
more like
follow
he's going
wave
off of
type
a
shit?
formula.
No,
rather
if
than
that's
passion.
just
I see
what
what
they
you're
if that's just what they want you to these big record labels
Once
want
you're
you
signed to a label,
put
because
you
he
out.
did sign
I think the
to
only-
Republic.
Yeah, I think the only reason the record labels want it is because it's the only thing that people care about these days, though, for the
Well, they
most
can
part. But at
sell
the
it.
same time, people only
They can
care
sell it
about
on
it
the
'cause it's the only
radio.
thing the record labels
You get
put
more
out.
streams on the radio. You can
That's-
sell
yeah.
that shit. Like,
And
it's
I
all
think it's
money
about
now.
the youth too. The youth listens to the
Absolutely.
they listen to the like the bop and the vibe of it.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
we used to back in the day.
Those are the ones
And
that
our
buy
parents
tickets
were
to.
like,
now,
what-
like
what is
they're
go-
feeling it.
what is
Yeah,
that?
it's just. I feel
I feel like the
liked it.
demographic
Young Jock
is
came out.
definitely
What's
shifted
this?
more towards the youth. That or we're
Mhm.
just getting old as fuck. Really.
I mean, we are
And the
getting
youth
older.
I think
has
the
always
roles
been
are
the
just-
youth,
But
we're just getting
I think the
old.
roles
youth
are
is
just
definitely
different.
with that sound. Like they're definitely riding that sound. Like right
No,
now, it's going
absolutely.
down.
I
I agree.
definitely think the same themes that are current as far as just like non-favorable shit, just like, you know, like bitches and drugs and fucking gang shit, all that
Yeah,
shit has
the
been
youth
around for a
loves
long
that.
time. At the same time, though, I feel like people used to talk about that stuff more musically and like with the sense of more music in mind. And now I feel like in the same way that I kind of said with like
Oh, I
post
feel
album, how
that.
it's kind of more of a formula. I feel like nowadays people see the formula and they kind of latch onto that and they apply that formula rather than they see it and they relate to it and they like kind of, you know,
Yeah, they're
build
they're
it from
just
passion.
rapping
They
about
build
it
it
or
from
some
like
shit,
what they know works, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. That's kind
They
of how I feel about
haven't
the
really
game
been around.
nowadays compared to how it used to be.
I
But
feel
at the
you.
same time, that's not everybody, you know. That's why I respected artists like Mac and Nipsey and fucking even like artists like Bryson Tiller or fucking Trippy, you know, just like I don't know, there's more people who I respect people who kind of do their own thing. I feel like
That's what I like about Trip.
that's what
like,
the industry's
he got a
lacking
lot
these
of
days.
shit from his album because they're like, oh, it's like not like a gang banging like hip hop album, but he's like, I wanted to make something that like challenged me. He was like,
you
I
can-
wanted to challenge myself.
Trippy grew on
He was
me.
like, I don't want to do the same shit that everybody else is doing. I want to challenge myself, and that's what I like about Trippy. To me, is that he is out here trying to like challenge himself as an artist with like guitar, R&B. He can do like screamo. Like he's trying to be more of like
Musician.
I
a
mean, that shit's
musician
hard
and
too.
dynamic.
Yeah, that
It is
shit's
It is
hard.
definitely hard, and that's
It
why I'm
is
like,
hard.
this album didn't get as much credit to
Which
me.
one?
I mean, the one he just dropped. It didn't get a lot. Like it got a lot of hate. He took the song with Playboy Cardi off of it because there was
Yeah, I
a
heard
lot of
that.
people saying that was the best song on the album. He said, okay, fine, pulls a song from the album. So I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. He's like, I made this album because I wanted to challenge myself, and this is what this is.
I respect that. Like
So
I
I
said,
respect
Trippy
him.
grew on me hard, because I did not fuck with Trippy at all. But sometimes sometimes I tell myself, especially with albums, that I gotta listen to it more. And so another thing is like you gotta be in the right space.
Yeah,
Some
you
songs
gotta be
you
in the
can't,
right
like,
mind.
Some songs aren't meant to be listened to like at the gym or at
True
a
that.
party
Yep.
or like, you know what I'm saying. Some
Mhm.
songs are meant to be when you're chilling at home by yourself.
Shit,
Some
I might
songs are
be
meant
in
to
the I
be-
might be in the wilderness listening to country.
Bro,
See, that's what I'm
facts.
saying.
Different
It's gotta be
genre,
a
I don't-
vibe,
you know what I
bro.
mean?
But I don't
It's
listen
gotta
to
be the
country
space
around
where you're
everybody
at.
else just out off the top. But I might be feeling it.
Honestly, facts. That's big facts. There
And that's just
definitely
music.
days where I'm
It's
like,
just
yo, you know
feelings
what?
and music.
That's what I love about
Nobody
music.
knows
I
what
love
I
all
listen to. I got my
genres.
AirPods in. I kind of want to listen to some. If
think-
I could think about them all day long. That's not even the right words, but yeah, no, I'm so fucking losing, nigga. I'll put on some Josh Turner real quick. You ain't never know.
I think I'm definitely biased as, you know, being raised primarily as a musician. But I think, you know, one thing that I don't really like as much about modern music is I feel like as media and more radio and, you know, as different streaming and just like broadcasting services got more involved, I felt like it kind of took away from the music side of it, and I feel like music
Yup.
now has become more of like advertisement. You know,
It's just
it's
pop,
not
bro.
it's not
They
as much
sign you
about
and they're like, we already
making
know what works.
musical songs. It's more about like making marketable songs, and I think
money.
that's
Yeah.
you know, I think from an artist perspective, you can sense that, and I think that's, you know, there's not necessarily a problem with that, but for me, I wish there would just be more genuine love for music.
It's just not as
being
real. Yeah, it's
broadcasted,
just not as real.
You
I
know,
agree. All right, let's
The
let's,
content's not as real either.
Let's get off of
Yeah.
that. I just wanted to talk about best year, one of your favorite years in music. Mr. Camera Guy, what was one of your favorite years in music?
2013 for sure. Changed the Rapper when he came
That
out.
was a good year. I saw him at the Woodies, bro.
Or 2010 when Mac Miller came
Bro,
out.
to that,
too.
bro,
You know,
that's when
that changed
I
my
started
shit.
DJing in 2009,
I was gonna say,
2010.
Later
That's when I
Frozen
get into that
Pizza.
era, bro.
Mac, you had
does he
Big
might need a
Sean,
beer.
Yeah, peace.
I'm good right now, bro.
Oh,
Cameraman, do you
Go
need a
grab you
beer?
what you
I'm
need.
good.
My bad, Mike.
Mr. Houston hat. All right, let's get off of that. Thanks for music. We about music. Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the live stream. Shout out B. B's in the stream.
Oh, what up,
KK's
B's in
B?
the
stream
trap.
right
What
now.
up, KK?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, I want to talk about man, I want to talk about food, bro. But I'm gonna say it. No, I don't want to talk about it right now. I'm hungry. I don't want to talk about that.
Of course you do.
I want to talk about what the fuck's going on. You know what I do want to talk about is
The Amazon?
Kevin Hart. Did you hear about Kevin Hart?
Ooh,
Man, prayers to Kevin Hart.
You hear about
Nice.
Kevin Hart?
Yeah, I did.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Super crazy.
So
Bruh,
is,
I'm
is
glad
he
he
good
survived
though?
that, bro. That car looked
so
smashed,
you
bro.
saw have you seen the car?
Nah, I
Car's
didn't.
fuck-
I didn't
car's
see
fucking
shit.
total.
flat on
Plymouth.
top, bro.
Rolled. Yeah.
So I need to look into this more, and I don't want to just start spitting shit out and not be factual about it. But I read multiple articles that said he was paralyzed from like the fucking waist down.
I heard that too.
Yeah. Apparently, one thing that I feel like I can confirm is that he hurt his vocal cords. I read that multiple times.
That's a big one.
I
That's-
read
that's
that
big.
he heard some nerves damage or blah 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 whatever, and then I seen a lot that he hurt himself from the waist fucking down. I feel like the only reason that I question that is because I feel like if that was the case, it would be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? He's a fucking superstar. I feel like that shit would be fucking everywhere. But it was bad. The car was fucked.
Yeah.
And I
And you
that-
know it's
Bro,
bad
talk about
because he's
cars
not even on
flat.
social media. He's one of those type of people who likes to motivate people.
Yeah.
You know, keep them
feel like that's why he's getting a lot
lifted
of love.
up and stuff like
But
that.
not really
He's
talking
quiet.
about
He hasn't said
personal.
anything. He
Yeah.
he
He's not
has
really
not
talking
even put
about
out a
personal
statement.
stuff.
Nah.
I think Mike looking it up.
Yeah, I'm like, he hasn't even put out a statement or anything.
Oh, a nigga been in the hospital and he ain't putting out a statement.
Right. Right.
Well, I know,
But,
but
like,
it happened almost a week ago. He'd be
Kevin
conscious
Hart
enough
seems like the
to
type
do
of
it.
guy to be like, I'm good, life's good, like we'll be
Oh,
alright.
you talking about like in a hospital bed on IG Live, like, yo, thanks for the love.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel
type
you right on that.
situation.
I can see
So if
that
it's a
too.
bad situation, he might not even be on.
Read it real
that
quick. What does it say?
Three spinal fractures.
Yeah, he had surgery on like 3 different spots of his spine.
Yeah, I know he was in and out.
I
of
mean, he's
surgery.
got the best doctors in
No,
the
I'm
I
sure.
don't
world.
see
you know?
Thankfully-
anything about being paralyzed yet.
I've definitely
know if
read
it's
it
the
at least.
source.
2
I
to
have
3
read
times.
some
I've read
shit
it.
that he could be paralyzed, or no. Okay, what I've read is that his injuries that he has could lead to the paralysis, or like having trouble like walking and shit like that.
I mean, anytime you break your back, it could lead to some nerve damage.
yeah,
I mean, it still is crazy. I mean, just seeing the picture of the car is
he broke his back in 3 spots.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, that's
crazy.
painful right there.
Jesus Christ. Should we watch this? You know?
This is what is it?
It's Kevin Hart in an interview, I think.
Is it an interview?
I think so.
Like before or after? No, where is after?
All I saw was Kevin Hart's face.
Oh.
We gonna let that load and talk in the meantime.
Well, yeah, it's that shit was bad. That shit was
So
bad,
were they
bad.
drinking, or he just lost control, or is
He
I
wasn't
don't-
driving.
wouldn't-
He had a friend driving.
Well, I know.
The
I know
crazy
he
thing
wasn't,
is,
but,
I
like,
don't know if you
were they-
remember
were
this-
They out or like were they lit? Kind of
I
like.
don't know.
Is that being like?
It
I
was-
don't think
pushed
alcohol was
back?
involved at all.
yeah, I don't want to make that assumption. It was later in the day, like it wasn't like in the morning or anything. It was like at night. But the thing is, like, I don't know if you remember, but Kevin Hart brought like 20 of his best friends, like old school whips, for like
Yeah.
it was like Christmas or something. I think this accident was in one of those cars.
They said it was a
Really?
19.
It was a Plymouth, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely was an old car.
Which is
Definitely was in a
what's
Plymouth.
wild, you know. You think about you giving somebody a gift, you don't think like.
And that's
damn.
probably like one of your good friends too that you can go
One
and
of his
party
best
with.
friends.
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? You can go and do that stuff.
Mhm.
Not saying that's the case.
Yeah,
but
we won't know that. We won't really know that.
That's
I feel
just
like
Or
you
maybe they
never
weren't
know.
drunk,
full
or like maybe
details,
he was
but-
just like, hey, I want to like hammer this shit down to the floor. I want to like speed off or some shit and lost control.
See, look, like one of those titles are Centuries Beyond something, and then the other one was Kevin Hart leaves hospital after surgery.
That's what I'm saying.
That's fucking.
See, Kevin Hart's
the internet, bro.
No, bro, the internet is
The
crazy.
internet.
It's saying a lot of them are saying that he's trying to downplay it, like he doesn't want people to know the extent of how bad he's hurt. So he's probably pretty badly hurt, but I haven't found anything that explicitly
Yeah.
says he's paralyzed yet.
This media
I mean,
is
even to
crazy.
like be on set for like shit like a whole 18 hours,
He loses so much
and
money.
your back is like that, like just,
No, I'm
there's
sure-
no way.
It's bad, I'm sure, in
Yeah.
the get-go.
I mean, fracture in 3 places on your spine. I mean, that's not
I can
good.
imagine
Yeah.
the pain.
No,
I
I
could not
couldn't, yeah.
imagine that.
I
That's
got
just-
rear-ended pretty bad. That's about it, and I hurt my neck, and I feel like I'm a bitch for even complaining about that. All right, the most valuable podcast. I just want to restart. Hello.
What's up,
Bet
guys?
we fucking here. I want to dedicate this episode to moms,
Moms.
single moms,
Single
moms,
moms?
just moms in general.
Just moms.
Fucking mom, I love you, mom.
I love my mom.
I love you,
Hell
mom.
yeah.
What's
You're
up,
gonna
Mom?
listen to this and watch this later. I fucking love you. Sorry for the cussing. Sorry, Grandpa, Grandma, Aunt Cindy, Aunt Ronnie, Uncle John, Aunt Terry, everybody. I'm sorry, I love you. But fuck, I love you, Mom. I fucking love you. I want to dedicate this to the service industry. Fucking A, dude.
Hate that.
Shout out.
Gotta
you
love
know
the
what?
service industry.
Yo, hold up.
Oh,
Moms, I love you. Mom, I
Gotta
love
give
you.
the
But I'm
people
gonna
what they want.
I'm gonna dedicate this episode to the service industry, to all the
Wait,
bartenders,
what's going on here?
all the servers, the kitchen guys, the expos, the line cooks,
Motherfuckers that
the
cleaning
bus-
the
the
dishes.
bussers, the
Not
dishwashers.
check-in. We're not dedicating this to check-in because y'all know what the fuck I was going.
You talking about?
I'm
What
just
do you
kidding.
mean, like host?
What? Nothing.
You talking about like
What?
host?
Nothing.
No, host ain't shit. Ain't hard to fucking host. You ain't in the service industry. You're a fuck out of here. You're a fucking host. Ain't easy
Damn.
ass fucking job. Put that fuck out of here.
You ain't gotta put the food order in.
Yeah. Shout out to all the service, the bartenders, the servers, the fucking all the kitchen people, the
Facts.
bullshit
All that-
dishwashers, all the dirty fucking, all the bussers. I commend you. All the food runners.
Shouts
I
out all the
commend you,
black
bro.
people that tip.
Shout out to
Love
the
y'all.
fucking black people that tip. And shout out to the black people that just aren't ignorant.
Mm.
Shout out to the not ignorant niggas.
It's like a freshman college kid.
The nervous nigga that's in yeah, absolutely. I appreciate y'all because it's only going to take 2 years where you start getting ignorant and then everybody's going to start hating you.
Oh Lord.
I hate ignorant niggas.
Oh Lord.
Speaking of ignorant niggas,
Lord.
when's the last time you been to Popeyes? Can we
Okay.
talk about that chicken sandwich?
All right. First off.
Yeah, can we talk about that for 1 second?
Oh
though?
yes, please.
I wanna get
All
your
right,
inputs.
Please,
about 8
can we
months
get
ago,
on
I
the
got
subject?
I got it. What's the difference?
You got it?
What's the difference though?
What do you mean? What's the
About
difference?
8 months ago, I went and I got one in San Antonio.
It's the same shit, bro. What you mean? So here's the
So,
thing. So here's the hold on. Here's the thing.
They've had it
Here's the thing. They've literally had a chicken sandwich
for how long?
for I don't know how long, but
Since
for
they've been
way
open,
longer
probably.
than this whole
Bro, it was the
sandwich
internet that
epidemic has
blew it
been
Dude,
out.
up. It
I'm
was
trying
the
to tell-
internet that blew it up.
Greg
Fam,
Hammer,
it was
Greg Hammer. If you
niggas
listen
who
to this,
ignorant.
if you listen to this shit, Greg Hammer, I want you to know. Look, I got fucking evidence right here, motherfucker.
I feel like I seen
So-
Greg on this, I think Greg is listening to this.
Yeah.
Bro, it's
Craig
all right.
Slammer.
All right, I'm gonna settle this right now.
No, you're not. I'm about to
settle
come
this
back
right
and
fucking now,
settle
right now.
it to
I
your
was supposed to say
face.
shouts out to all my strong, independent, fierce black men and women out there holding it down for the fam, putting the money on the table, all that good shit.
Okay.
That's all I want to say.
Yeah,
Word.
sure.
Shout out to some strong human beings too.
I
Shout
mean,
out to the strong
no,
human beings that go
Shout-
through shit
for real.
and
Can I-
they deal with that shit and they lead by example, man.
I'm
That
glad
shit's
y'all
so
being
sad.
really inspiring and I like this,
So
but
it's like
can
some
I be
Popeyes.
more ignorant?
What's up with
Can I
Popeyes?
be more ignorant and say shout out to the actual nice people that work at Popeyes? The actual nice niggas that work at Popeyes? Because
Okay,
it's rare.
bro. First of all, you're going to the wrong Popeyes. Wherever
We
you're
got
going,
somebody
you're going to the
upset.
wrong
We have
Popeyes,
somebody.
bro.
Somebody's
I'm
had a
upset.
Popeyes traumatization
You telling me you've
over
oh,
here.
wait,
upset
whoa,
right
whoa,
now.
Jared
no,
loves
no,
this
no, no,
Popeyes.
no.
I'm
No, no, no,
upset,
no.
bro.
No, y'all not
I'm
finna slam me
upset.
like this. You telling me every Popeyes you've been to, you've gotten A1
Stellar
service?
I go. You know where I go through? The drive-through at Popeyes.
And
I
you
Bet.
get
telling me
chicken
you've
and
gotten
I
A1
go.
Bet.
service from the fucking drive-thru?
I get my chicken and I go.
Bro,
You ain't got a tip in the drive-through.
And first off,
wait, you telling me you tip inside? The fuck?
Fuck no.
So what does it matter being outside? I ain't tipping inside either.
So you can be as ignorant as you want as long as you give me my chicken within 5 minutes.
Okay, but
first, bro, I had the nicest
Shit.
ladies in
That's when I
New
got the
Orleans
job, huh?
at Popeyes, and it was the best chicken I've ever fucking had. And Zach
All right,
hates
get
this
it off.
shit.
Get it off.
Zach's
Zach.
hating this
Get
shit.
it off.
But
Get it off.
Popeyes chicken
I'm
is
not
the
hating it.
best
I'm not hating
fast
it.
food chicken I've had ever in New Orleans, where it originated.
You know
Literally,
what's good?
that was the best chicken I've ever had. Other than that, outside of Louisiana, Popeyes is not that good. I will take Chick-fil-A any day over the week or that. But Go to Popeyes and NOLA and tell me what you think, because that shit is on a whole different level. That chicken is different.
Okay.
And the ladies and the service was nice. They were picking my fucking wings for me. They're like, no, that's a bad one. I'm going to give you this good one. I'm like, okay,
Damn,
that's
well,
money, bro.
The
Like,
city of brotherly love. I would've never thought
yeah,
that.
and NOLA, who would have thought,
Like, I
right?
feel
Like,
You know what's some good ass
Okay.
chicken?
That's
You know what's some good ass chicken?
Yeah.
Go to Australia and get some
I'm
KFC.
stupid.
The city-
bro, those
that
are
shit-
kangaroos. That's
that
not
shit-
chicken.
No, that shit
Australia?
is gourmet, bro. Their KFCs out there.
Is that where they're from? The
Is-
fuck?
No, I don't.
Kentucky-
think so.
Here's the
Kentucky
thing, no,
Fried
okay.
Chicken from
Bro,
Australia.
I'm telling you, that Australian KFC is no joke.
I don't know, dude. They say that McDonald's
I
out
believe
in
you.
like
Bro,
China,
they say
Japan
McDonald's
is
everywhere
different.
else
bro.
is way
I'm telling
better.
you, it's different.
Okay, so here's the thing that I agree with you, Jared, is that I understand the Popeyes where especially when it comes to fast food, them coming to where it originates is way better, because we had this conversation. In-N-Out is way better in
In
California,
California.
and anybody that's
100%.
probably from Texas and
100%.
vice versa
Testify.
knows
Preach.
it's better because it is, and everybody from Texas can probably vouch and say that Whataburger outside of Texas is trash.
Is there water?
Probably is. I would not trust
Probably like
Whataburger
Alabama
outside
and
of
like
Texas.
Ohio.
There's no way.
It's trash. So that I agree with you. The only thing is like this nigga preaches. This is the best
I
chicken
will
he's ever
live
had.
in. I will die by this, bro. That is the
Fam,
best fast food
okay.
chicken I've ever
Let
had.
us
What makes me
say a
mad
quick
is
prayer for our brother Jared.
please let's get
Before I
on
die,
this.
man.
my last meal, I want Popeyes from NOLA. All right.
See,
Grandma, we gonna
okay,
save his
here's-
life one day. I don't know. About
Let's roll into the food conversation because I'm a foodie. You know this, and I brought you to Gus's Fried Chicken.
Oh God, Gus's is good too. Though.
So you're okay. All right. So all right, Jared, fucking stop, nigga. You're gonna sit here and tell me that Popeyes in New Orleans, fuck it, we can go in New Orleans, is better than Gus's Fried Chicken.
Yes. 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 I live by that claim, bro.
Boy,
I live
Jared,
by
I'm
it.
not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed in you.
Bro, that's
All
fine.
the food places, you know, I take this
That
food
is
shit
okay
seriously.
because it blew my mind, and that's why I'm still so like adamant about it, because I went there 3 times while I was in NOLA because it was so good. I went back to the fast food place, and I ate
Yeah, when
like
do you
at
ever
the
go to
Raw
Popeyes
Oyster
like that?
Bar. I ate some real Cajun food, and I still went back to Popeyes 3 times.
See that's what also makes me upset is the fact that you kept going back to Popeyes in New Orleans.
Did you not just hear what
And
I
you
said?
didn't
I
try
ate Raw
anything
Oyster
else.
Bar. I ate real Cajun food. I went out. I did everything, but I still went back to Popeyes like
See,
in the
I'm
middle
not
because
touching
it was
Popeyes.
still fucking fire.
I can get way better food in New Orleans. not
I
go to fucking
did,
Popeyes.
and I ate good food the whole time. It's
Even
just
in California, I'm not going to In-N-Out.
all right.
No
We need
better
to get
place
off this
than
subject
In-N-Out.
because this is not going anywhere at all whatsoever.
Okay.
Clearly, we've had some very good and very bad experiences at Popeyes.
Okay.
Yes.
I want to stay on food, but I want to play this game called One Gotta Go. You've heard of it. We've talked about it. And I want to stay on fast food. So this is a game called One Gotta Go. One Gotta Go, right? So one's gotta never exist ever. Right?
Mad Greens.
And I'm not gonna do fast food. I'm gonna do types of food. I'm gonna do a certain type of food.
Oh no. I don't
Ready?
like this. Go ahead.
I'm gonna start you off heavy. Pizza.
Or
Hold on. There's 4 of them. That's one.
Okay, one.
okay.
Wings. Ponder on it. Ponder. Pizza. No, hold on. I got 2 more. Hold up. Let me take a sip of my goddamn juice. Burgers.
Pizza, wings, burgers. So far.
Pizza, wings,
I'll make it sandwich.
burgers. I got one more. Hold up.
Even the sunrise.
Tacos.
Definitely
Oh,
not
burgers.
tacos.
Burgers are gone.
Definitely
Kind of
not
tacos?
Pizza, wings, and
Period.
tacos.
Go ahead and
Burgers
pull
are
tacos
gone.
off the list
Exterminate
for sure.
tortillas in general.
Oh
Damn,
no,
the
no, no,
cameraman.
no, no, no.
Actually-
All right,
I'll
hold
eat
on,
a
hold
taco
on,
salad,
hold
bro.
on, hold on,
I'll eat a
hold on,
taco
hold on.
salad.
I'll say it for you again. Pizza, wings, burgers, tacos. One has to never exist.
Burgers.
So not tacos. Yeah, probably burgers.
See the thing. Okay, here's the thing about this game. There's always one that's not going anywhere. So I'm gonna ask each of you, which one is not going anywhere, Mr. Cameraman?
tacos.
I said, Mr. Cameraman.
Sorry, I was just letting you know.
So it's not going like it.
There's one
always
that
has
is
it
not
staying
one that is not
anywhere.
even discussable.
And if you say
Like,
tacos,
I'm
I,
Hispanic
is
and
constant.
shit.
I don't agree with
I'm
that.
Hispanic and shit, and I love my tortillas and shit, but I love my wings, man. The
Really?
wings gotta stay.
That was a curveball.
he's a
I was not
wingman.
expecting
Gotta
that.
stay.
He's a
man. I love
wingman.
the wings, man.
He's a
Wings?
wingman.
There's,
Wow.
there's an
Okay.
art
Okay.
of there's an art of eating wings,
Wings are
man.
good.
You talking
There is
bone
a
in?
respect
Do you
that.
mess with
Bone in,
boneless?
man.
I
Bone
can
Yeah, I'm
in.
about to say a
Bone
wing guy
in,
doesn't
wing.
sound like yeah.
I'm a,
Bone
wing-
in.
I'm a connoisseur for
Alright.
wings, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Weird City.
Tacos, baby, all day. Breakfast tacos, bacon, egg, potato, and cheese. I already know.
tacos in
You
general.
take those away from me, you might as well take my
Take
life.
me away.
Born and
from
raised
my
in Texas.
chest.
Can I throw that out
We don't
there?
wanna
He's
do
born
that.
and raised in Texas, so it makes
I
sense.
was born and raised in Texas, Austin, Texas, baby. Where
Makes
city
sense.
represent all day, every day.
All right, bro.
Till I
ATL.
die.
Me?
Shut it down.
Jay Crouch.
It's pizza, bro, because you can make any kind
I
of
can
pizza,
agree
bro.
with
You
you
can make
on
like
that.
chicken,
Right
any
there.
kind of toppings. You know what I'm saying? Like you can even make a
I
taco
lo-
pizza.
I
if
That
you
is
fucking
facts,
want.
man.
All I'm
Not
saying,
going
bro,
anywhere. 2
Pizza's
a.m.
not going nowhere for me, bro. I
You
love
put
pizza.
some-
you
I'm
put some
not
beef,
disagreeing with you at all.
You ever
You
been
put
to San
some seasoning
Marcos
salt.
at 3 in the
you
morning?
put some onions, some lettuce, tomato, some lime
Talking about
juice,
what's the
cheese,
spot?
let it melt.
Gumby's.
Shout out
shit.
Gumby's.
Shout out fucking
Gumby's in San Marcos is
Gumby's is
undefeated.
so fucking
It's
Michael
fire.
died
Shout
in
out
it,
to
you know what the
fucking
Till 2
fuck is going
a.m.
on.
That shit goes so hard. The stoner pizza,
Fam, with the cheese sticks and
the
fries.
mozzarella sticks, yes.
Nigga, stop playing with me.
Woo!
Gumby's, you're
Gumby's
real.
is
All right.
good.
But I think we can all agree if something's got to go, no one's choosing pizza. Probably no one's choosing tacos.
If you choose tacos, I'm
Pizza or
If
taco,
anybody
I
in
could-
this
I could let
room
everything else go,
Zach,
bro.
are you about to choose tacos?
chooses
live on that
tacos,
the rest of
they
my
can
life.
Yeah,
leave
so
the
I think
From
we're
San
studio.
Antonio,
I think
Texas,
this room-
nigga, you out your damn mind.
I think
But
the hot
see-
seat. I think the hot seat would probably be the wings or the burgers.
Burgers.
If
All
anyone
right,
in
you
this
wanna know
room
my
is
answer?
choosing tacos, you can stand up and leave the studio at this
one's,
moment.
If one's gotta go, be burgers, no question.
You say no question.
Yeah,
Because
burgers.
here,
no
okay,
burgers.
hold on,
out,
hold on,
baby.
hold on.
Burgers
Alright,
are out
Hold on,
on
hold on.
this.
Here's my
Bro,
here's,
you got sandwiches, bro. All you gotta do is switch the burger buns out for bread. You good. You got a sandwich. You straight.
But
I
could
mean,
you?
no, okay. I'm talking about hamburgers, like beef burgers, like fucking burgers.
Yeah, like ground
Yeah,
beef patties.
Yeah.
So here's the
What are
thing.
the
Like
Here's
a burger from where? Like
Veggie
a
burger?
fast
No,
food
no,
or like
come
a
on, nigga,
gourmet?
anywhere.
That
There
shit's
is
gourmet.
never hamburgers does not exist.
Nobody wants veggie burgers.
Wow. I couldn't imagine.
So
the
here's my
world.
thing.
Hey, veggie burgers aren't that bad.
See,
Just-
I'm a little
sorry, bro.
biased on
Kinda-
all
kinda
three
got you on
because pizza is huge. I love pizza. Probably my favorite food, right? Tacos though. I'm from San Antonio. I grew up on tacos. So
Oh, fuck some tacos,
pizza
bro.
and tacos aren't going anywhere, right? But you know what else isn't going anywhere? Fucking wings.
They're not, man.
Fucking
No,
wings.
they're not, man.
Are you
Like
kidding
the-
me?
you know how easy it is to make them
Wings?
things. Like
you
you don't.
think I'm getting rid of
You don't.
wings?
You don't need lettuce or tomatoes or
No,
cheese.
I need some meat on the fucking bone. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's it.
Toss it up
Maybe
straight.
like a little bit of rub, but like
Fam,
that's
I
about
I
it.
feel
You
No, I
know.
feel you.
The
I'm
wings aren't
definitely.
going
I'm
in.
with
I-
the dry rib
see,
wings though.
I always said burgers aren't going anywhere, but I personally stopped eating burgers probably like 3 or 4 months ago,
Facts,
just because
same.
like the red meat thing, the whole like. You see what's going on Amazon?
I just yeah.
And that's because of burgers. Like, don't get it twisted. That's because of
Farms,
burgers.
bro, cows, cattle, ranches.
Crazy.
They want
That's
all I
for
gotta
another
ranch, they
time.
want a
That's
farm.
All I gotta
all that
say-
shit's for
That
another
is for
time.
another time, but all I gotta say
That's
is
for another time.
fuck that governor or president,
Fuck
whoever.
that bullshit.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah. All right.
Can we take a freestyle smoke break?
We can't take it. I gotta pee.
But I think we all agree that the burgers are the ones on the way out.
Can we? Are we
No.
agreeing on that?
Yo, who am I?
Think you're Wayne.
Wheezy.
Fuck out of here.
Yo,
Wait, hold on. No,
Easy.
hold on.
Easy.
Hold on. Are we
You are the
agreeing
one.
that burgers is going?
Yeah.
Burgers
like
gone,
it.
baby.
Yeah.
I
Burgers
like the
out.
week. I like the
That's it.
week.
I can
live without red meat, bro.
Okay, wait. I want to shoot another one at you. Let's do. I'm gonna do types of food.
said she
I'm
wanna
gonna
lick
do-
the rapper.
I'm gonna do
Alrighty.
Italian.
Looking ass.
I'm gonna do Italian. I'm gonna do.
You already lost.
I'm
me.
gonna make it more broad. I'm gonna do Italian. I'm gonna do American. I'm gonna do Mexican, and I'm gonna do. Damn, which is a big major one like
Chinese.
Chinese.
Mexican.
Fucking
Gotta have Asian
Chinese.
in there, bro.
I'll take
So hold
Mexican.
on. One's gotta go. American,
Bye.
Chinese.
Honestly, I'm with Mike on that. I'm with Mike on that shit, bro.
Wait.
Sayonara.
Yeah,
Wait,
American
bro.
food,
Do you realize
adios,
what
baby.
all comes with American? Let's be honest here. Think
What?
about it.
Wings.
Everybody got wings, dog. Everybody has wings.
No, okay, but is wings an American food?
I'll take
You
fajitas
can say
over
everybody
fries,
has
burgers.
barbecue-
but
wings
is
with barbecue
everybody gonna
sauce.
have wings without American wings?
Yeah, but you still got
Yeah,
tacos.
is
that where the
you
wings
still got
originated?
enchiladas.
I
You
don't
still got
fucking
know.
fajitas. You still got quesadillas. You still got.
Look,
fucking-
I'm not arguing with you, nigga.
Lemon
American
pepper
can be
wings.
gone. I'm gone.
Man, yeah.
You think I'm getting rid of Mexican food? You can fucking
Nah,
suck my
I think
dick.
I think it's American.
That's American,
Dude,
bro.
one time
America's
this
gotta
girl,
go.
bro, I asked this girl,
America's
I
gotta
asked
go,
the whole
this
bro.
country, dog.
I asked this girl this one time, and she said Mexican, and I feel like I might have been
We
like
ain't
trying
friends.
to fuck with her at the time, and I would have been like, you know what, you can go.
Yeah, after that, bro.
Oh,
Mexican,
no.
you think you're getting some of this dick? No. You ever disrespect me with that stupid ass shit? Mexicans gotta go. You know who's gotta go? You, bitch. No. Bye. Let's get past that. We've been running for a minute. I want to wrap this up, but I want to end this on some music shit, and I want to end this on some key shit because I feel like this describes you very, very well. I need top 5 rappers. No order.
Damn, I was thinking about this shit.
I was
Top-
thinking
let's
about
go,
this
baby.
shit
Now,
this
hold on, hold on,
morning.
hold on. There's been a lot of lists going around. We've seen the top 100, top 50, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not a biggest fan of lists, but I do like, I'm kind of fake. I kind of do like lists. But I want to know top 5, no order, but top 5 rappers. Your top 5. I don't want to get on who do you think the top 5 rappers are. No. I want to know your top 5 rappers.
Like who inspired?
No, just your
Just-
top 5 rappers
okay.
in general.
Okay.
Go, cameraman.
Wow.
You think about it?
Me first?
You need to think about it?
No, I got this.
What's
off
up?
top.
Off the top. What's up?
All right.
Top 5, no
Fir-
order.
First rapper to ever put that shit together was B.I.G. for me. Was Notorious B.I.G. The way the lyrics just flew. Boom. Mac Miller.
Boom.
I gotta put Mac Miller there. From the suburbs. You get straight from the suburbs to the mic.
You stick with
Gotta
it.
respect it. Someone who else I look up to and will forever look up to. Absol is 3 on my spot. Wow. Right.
Oh,
there.
you going in order right now? 1, 2,
I said-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
It's not 1, 2, 3. No.
Okay.
no order, but
Okay.
As inspiration wise,
Mm.
I look at Chance the Rapper. I gotta put on there.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
that's because he did it independently. He did it by himself.
So you're saying bigger than the music, like how these
Yeah.
people think. how
In
they
general,
How they
this
came
in
up with no.
in
Alright,
general,
alright,
all
alright.
time.
I'm
this is your
talking
top
about
5.
yeah, all around.
I've been
Man,
thinking this
this is
like
unique.
5. This 5, like this is for me. Like this is for
Yeah,
No,
me.
yeah,
absolutely. Get it off. No,
So
get your bag off.
5 for me. Man, 5's tough, man. Like I want to give it to that whole like TDE camp, cause like the Black Hippie. I want to give it to Black Hippie.
Let's not do groups. It's got to be one rapper.
It's one. Well, that 5. I don't know about the 5, man. I don't know about 5. I don't know about 5. I'm not too sure about 5, man. That 5 is
If you had to pick one person from TDE to rep, would you say?
Schoolboy. I want to golf.
See?
I'm
Yep,
trying
there
to
it
golf
is.
with Schoolboy.
You got it out of him.
And
Number
then
5.
I think it's relatable too. I
fuck
can
with
relate to
Schoolboy.
Schoolboy too as well.
All right.
So I got my
I'm
5
going down
right
the
there.
line.
Mike.
I haven't picked my 5th yet, but I'm gonna say. Oh, actually, I have Kanye.
No
I'm gonna
order.
say is one of them. Old school Kanye though. Kanye was
Like
definitely.
registration.
Kanye is one of those artists that I respected his
Registration's fire.
production and his independence and his ability to make good music. Definitely Kanye. Mac Miller, 100% pure artist. Wiz Khalifa, one of the first artists I really started listening to. That's why he's my personal favorite, because one of the first artists I really listened to album by album. What I say? Mac.
You said
Wiz.
Mac?
I said Wiz. Who else I say?
Kanye.
Mac,
Kanye.
Wiz, and Kanye.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
two-
say
two more.
Kendrick. Kendrick was another artist that
Yeah.
old school Kendrick, like Good Kid, Mad City, Section 80. Around that time, I really listened to a lot, and he was different. He was nice, and I can't remember my 5th one, to be completely honest.
This is like not nowhere, but my number 1 all time, Andre 3000.
He's a
Yup.
big
Andre
Big
3000.
stack.
Outcast, baby. That's my shit.
Oh, you know how I was gonna say? This is gonna upset.
I'm dead.
I'm
I can't
wait to hear this
Okay,
shit.
This
let's
is
go.
gonna
Come
upset
on.
a lot of people.
Oh, God.
I just want to preface this with the reason I'm saying this
Blueface.
is because I remember when his group first came out, they had swag and sauce, and it really taught me a lot about rhythm and how to energize a track. Not Nipsey, Quavo.
Oh,
Mama.
Oh,
Quavo
Migos,
from back in the
yes.
day, bro. The
Quavo back in the
Migos,
day was
their
saucy.
rhythm, their
I mean, they
trap
still
Atlanta
are.
sound, they started a wave, bro.
They
like,
did start a wave.
Trapping up the band, though.
And their ad libs, like,
young
No, they
rich
did.
their
niggas.
ad-lib, young rich nigga, exactly what
Bro,
I'm talking
young
about,
rich
bro.
niggas was
I'm saying when I
Handsome and
first heard
wealthy?
them, bro,
no
Handsome and
label,
wealthy?
nigga. All that
the
shit was
energy that
fire.
they brought to the table, that's a
like
game
a talk
changer.
it. Hey,
That
walk
was
like a talk it.
They were
hey.
on a new generation of shit. That's what I respect
That
about
Hannah
them.
Montana
At that
type
time,
era, nigga,
exactly.
That shit was, yeah.
Bro,
Exactly.
Hannah Montana,
Adios,
like 2013.
adios.
Hey,
yeah.
Yeah,
Shit
yeah.
was hot. I fuck with that
All right,
shit.
yeah. Andre 3000. I ain't gonna leave out Lil Tunchi. Lil
Yeah, I
Tune.
gotta
Damn.
put Wayne up
Gotta put Kendrick up there.
there. I know my top 5.
Big
easy.
influencer for me also.
You got
ASAP
3?
Rocky back in the day when he
Ooh.
first dropped. That was my guy,
in the
bro.
day, for
He was a
sure.
wave too back in the
He
day.
was a wave back in the day.
Let's see. So I said Andre, Tune, Kendrick, ASAP, and
That fifth is always hard.
I'd say Mac, bro, because I grew up with Mac since like I was
All
like
three, y'all.
2009,
Yeah.
bro. Well, I mean, like he was the first artist I really listened to on my own. Him and like Lil Wayne and shit. So like I grew
That's
with
wild.
Mac. Like
That's
I
like
loved
the
Mac
iTunes.
from day
Yeah.
one.
Like downloaded from like some
LimeWire,
website,
Frostwire, and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
I was on MP3
honorable
Rocket.
mention to 2 Chainz.
True.
No,
Hey,
damn. I
2
gotta put
Chainz top
2
10.
Chainz
easy.
up there.
top
for
6.
sure.
2
I don't
Chainz
know
is in
about
top
top
6.
six.
I don't know
I
about
love 2
top
Chainz.
five.
Titty
I
boy.
can't
No
forget about 2
question.
Chainz, bro.
Yeah.
That's my
If I
guy.
ain't
No
do nothing,
question.
I'm about.
Well, for me, you're gonna hear a lot of
Bro.
names. You're gonna hear a lot of names that you already heard. But Lil Wayne, I don't even know how you could leave him out of your top 5.
No way.
The way,
No
the amount
way.
of
I
creativity
feel bad
that
now.
he
No
brought
way.
to the
How
table,
can you leave out
like,
Wayne?
he was the best rapper
Man.
alive and changed the way
Facts.
people use metaphors.
Facts.
Yes.
We're talking about.
I have to say,
I didn't listen to him that much, but I understand that about him.
fair.
Listen,
Andre
fair enough,
3000, the creativity, the outside the box, the I'm gonna do what I want, fuck all the
Down
rest of
south.
His flow different
you. In
too.
Atlanta,
Ain't nobody
man, he
can
was
top his
singing in
flow.
Atlanta when no one was singing.
That was
Bro,
unheard of.
Atlanta-
Atlanta,
Atlanta
has been the
Unheard of.
trendsetters for
Yeah.
a while. Atlanta's
hip
one
hop
of the
for
hip
Sure.
hip hop
For
trendsetters
hip-hop,
for
for
a while.
sure.
Like pop,
Yeah.
the pop side of hip hop.
Yeah.
Atlanta
Yeah, I
had it
feel
for a
that.
while.
I'm gonna have to go with Kanye West, 2007 Kanye West, late registration, that
You said-
whole era. Well, even before 2007, that was like 2005. He dropped that, but
You said Wayne,
Wayne,
3 Stacks,
3 Stacks, Kanye.
Kanye.
This is gonna be a curveball for y'all. Not usually in the conversation, but I'm gonna throw a Tribe Called Quest out there.
Ooh.
No,
You know,
okay,
I didn't
no,
wanna
no,
say-
no,
I didn't
we
wanna
can't
say
do
groups,
We can't do
But
groups.
that was one of the first, like,
We can't do groups.
along with
Alright,
Wiz.
then I'm gonna say,
We can't do groups.
R.I.P. Five Dog. That man
Bro,
was one of the
see,
most
I fuck with
inspirational-
Tribe heavy.
one of the most
too.
inspirational
I
people in my
fuck with
life.
Me
Tribe
too. Shouts out Tribe.
Man, the way he like mastered the craft of, cause he was a Christian. He came from like a religious household, and
Bro,
the way
his
he
flow
made
was-
his flow was sick, and he wasn't talking about the same thing everybody else was talking
Dude,
about. He's
World
like, I'm gonna be
Tour, all
creative,
that, dude, dude,
I'ma talk about how
some of
dope I am.
Dude, I
Shit
fuck
was
with
tight.
Tribe heavy.
and then
That's
But
tight.
yeah, no groups, bro. Cause that's it's hard.
Alright.
Because then when I think of groups and I think of 3 Stacks, I had this conversation with him earlier. If you're talking about groups and you want those 3 Stacks, where you putting Big Boy?
not
Because-
even in the list.
Hold on.
Not even on the list.
Hold on. Well, hold on. Because if you put 3 Stacks somewhere, you gotta put Big Boy somewhere close. Because
Why?
Because, bro, is there a 3 Stacks without Big Boy? Come on.
I think
about
so. I think so.
Because I don't
Man.
think there's not an outcast without Big Boy. So and ultimately, I don't think there's a 3 Stacks without fucking Big Boy.
Big boy, like you
Don't
listen
get
to
me wrong,
Andre.
don't-
I
It's
understand
like
where you're coming from,
it's
though.
like listening to like Young Thug, and you got J Cole on the song now. You know what song they even
Well,
got
I
that
think of-
down
I
the
would
album?
think of
But it's
maybe
like that in
like-
the day. But like you hear Big Boy on the song, and
I
it's
would think
like
of maybe-
okay, like
I don't
it's
know.
still got that
I
ATL
feel you on
vibe
that,
to it.
though.
But
You wrapped it
Andre
up.
on
But
a
think-
different
but don't
level,
get me
But let
wrong.
me-
but he still
let me
got
just
that hood.
Preface it for saying, for me, when I think of Outkast, the first thing that comes to my head are my favorite hooks. That's why I say
Which
Andre
is
3K, because
3000.
he brings those hooks, and then the way,
Everybody
like,
knows
his
him, too.
wordplay
But
was
everything,
sick.
but
Everybody
but,
knows him.
Okay, in a broader picture, would Andre 3000 be who Andre 3000 is now without
Agreed.
Outkast, which is with Big Boy?
I can't discredit Big Boy. He
That's
brought
what
a
I'm
lot to
saying,
the table,
so-
performance,
but-
energy, all that type
But
of
that's
stuff.
why a conversation about
Fair.
groups.
Fair,
That's
fair,
why.
fair, fair.
That's why I feel like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
too,
yeah.
though,
too
as far as
controversial.
groups though, there are several groups that you can pick out an artist that's performs better than another artist within the group. You
Bro,
know what I'm
Outkast
saying?
top 10 easy,
Yeah.
top 5
Yeah.
easy. What's up?
All right.
All
Well,
right, so no groups. That's what I was getting back to.
all right. Well,
pick another
5
two.
Dog. I'm about to say 5 Dog for my 4.
5 really?
5. Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, Tribe had that like good vibe, like swag
Man, that energy,
about
bro.
them.
That's
yeah,
Ooh.
that just like
Energy.
kickback swag.
Let me think, man.
Bro.
5. See, you said it. 5's always hard because there's a lot of people I
It
listen
is.
to, but I wouldn't place them above other people.
It's hard to pick that 5-6 spot.
Yeah, but honestly, this is gonna be a Bay answer, but I'm gonna say I Am Sue.
I am fucking Sue.
I Am Sue, bro.
Holy
You have to
fuck.
go back. I'm gonna show you some
See,
I Am Sue
I don't
music.
fuck with. I've only heard I Am Sue's big
Man,
shit. Really.
yeah. But when he was on the come up, he has this project called Sue the Right Thing, and that man spit truth. He spit his own personal truth. Talked about his personal life, and the hooks were fire. The level of creativity. I think one of my biggest influences in life is I Am Sue.
All right.
Word.
Top 5.
Check.
I feel like this is pretty easy for me. Definitely got to throw Wayne in there.
Yeah.
Cannot.
If
not
it
throw
wasn't
Wayne.
for Wayne,
It wouldn't be.
Cannot throw Wayne in there. Another
Don't
two.
you-
Another one I gotta throw in there was was one of my favorites all time.
Looking nice.
Okay.
Yeah, all time.
I'm usually smoking on the intro, but I'm
If I'm hitting the
drinking
third,
water.
there's another third I cannot not throw in there. It's Kanye.
Yeah.
I've been fucking with Kanye since
Blood
then.
on the leaves.
Kanye.
Gotta love
Nah, see, this
Kanye,
fourth and
baby.
fifth spot's hard for me.
Bro, even since 808s and Heartbreaks, I love that
Bro,
fucking album.
and
I've been
they were
fucking
like,
with
"Oh, that's not a good
Kanye
album." I'm
since
like,
way
"Bro,
back
that
in the
album was
What?
revolutionary." What you talking
Homecoming.
about?
Great.
The album was
Watch the
fire.
Throne.
Love Lockdown.
Fam.
Love
So this
Lockdown.
fourth and fifth spot is hard for me because there's like 3 names I gotta throw in there. I'm a big Drake fan, huge Drake fan.
I
love
give him my
Drake.
number
I love
5.
Drake.
I'm sorry, Susie,
I
but
think-
I gotta give 5 to Drake.
You switching Drake? Okay,
I'm
see,
switching
I,
Drake.
okay,
Yeah,
look,
switcher.
I
Bro,
don't-
this
I'm not
is too
saying-
hard. I need a top 10.
I don't know if he's that's too long.
I
don't
was
wanna do
thinking
that.
this like on the way. I'm
Nah,
like,
nah,
damn.
nah, I don't
I'm
wanna
thinking
hear it.
if
I
Zach
don't
gonna
wanna
be
hear it.
talking
We'll-
about top fives,
We'll do
like
the top 10 later. We'll do the
Yeah.
top 10 later.
Drake
I
is
think
one of those
I'm-
people
I
that
Hey,
you
but
don't
we
even
need
want to
top
put him in
5
your top
groups
5
too.
because you just know that he's gonna take up space for somebody else that you want in there. Like,
Eventually, yeah.
Bruh.
Okay, look, I gotta be honest. I'll probably throw Drake in my top 5. If I had to,
I
if
think
I
he
had to
deserves
pick
it.
one more, see, I'm a big Jay-Z fan.
you know, I almost
Aw,
said Jay
see,
Z
that's
too.
what I'm
Not
saying.
gonna
Top
lie.
10's gonna benefit
I almost
you.
said Jay Z too.
I'm a
I love
big
Jay-Z.
fan.
Honestly, I might-
I'm a big
I could
fan.
take
Bro,
I got-
Jay Z,
Jay-Z.
Jigga off the dome freestyle.
all
his mixtapes.
But wait though. Look, it comes down to this though: record sales.
Nah, see, I
And
don't
then
give a fuck
sell-
about. Nah, I'm
but
not- I'm
like-
not talking
Okay,
about-
here's
I'm
my
talking
You're
thing.
talking about
personally.
personal, right?
Yeah,
I don't
give a fuck
care
So it's
about
personal.
record
Yeah, dude,
sales
your
from that
favorite-
time
your
period.
favorite
It's
top 5.
personal. Yeah,
Your
that's
favorite
fair.
top 5.
That's
See,
what
that's
I'm
a
saying,
different
like,
conversation talking about who's
exactly
a greater
like,
rapper.
and
Yeah,
that's like the controversy
It's
people
easier.
have. It's like
yeah.
you know, like the greatest ever, like
I mean, Jay-Z.
whoever
won the-
sold
Bro.
out the most arenas
No, I agree.
did this much on their debut. Like
There wasn't
It's a completely
SoundCloud.
different
There
conversation.
wasn't Apple
It's a
Music.
completely, but it's
Yeah.
also
There wasn't Spotify. You had to
mixed
go
in
and
with the
buy the fucking
conversation of
copy
that.
from the store, like
Yeah.
in like
a
the
different
90s.
time.
What?
You had to go buy the
you
copy.
gotta go buy the shit.
You had to buy
the
it.
physical copy. Now you can just
Now you
click
can
on the
stream it for
phone,
30
boom.
seconds, and that's a full
and I'm
stream.
pissed about it.
Honestly.
30 seconds is a full stream, bro.
But okay,
You don't
so
gotta
here's
listen to the
another
full
one that's
song.
on the fence. We get
You
back
can be
to
like,
my boy
hey, do I like
2
the
Chainz.
song or not? No, I don't like it. That's still a fucking stream.
Fam, I've been listening to 2 Chainz for a while now.
I love 2 Chainz.
Titty
Titty
boy.
boy. Cocaine
Titty
cowboy,
boy.
baby.
Cocaine cowboy.
Cocaine cowboy.
Hair weave killer.
Fam, 2 Chainz is up there. You know who
Bro.
also is up there?
Bow.
Is Juicy J.
Oh, I love Juicy
I'm a
J.
big Juicy
Hey, they're going on tour.
Ooh.
3
Juicy
Stacks.
J
3
is one of
6?
They're going
Same
on
with
tour.
3 Stacks. 3
You see
Stacks
that?
up there
Juicy
too.
J is one of those people that's
They're going on tour.
trademarked, but I don't know if he got bars at all.
I could take him or leave him.
I don't know if he got bars at
3
all.
6
Hey,
Mafia
There's
going
no
on
3
tour.
6 Mafia
bars.
without Juicy J.
3 6 bars.
Yeah.
Now,
fair.
now
He
he
has
is.
more.
about-
He has
Okay.
more swag than bars.
See,
though.
now we getting back to the
Okay,
argument
now-
of groups versus
now he
individual
does.
artists.
Yeah, see, I'm
But-
Because
telling
3
you.
6 Mafia versus Juicy J, like that's
But-
a heavy.
I mean,
I'm
out of
saying-
3 6 Mafia, I'm
Yes,
taking out. I'm
3
taking
6
him
Mafia.
off the
Agreed.
Project
Agreed.
Cat
His
and
lyricism
fucking-
fire.
In those days, he had that Juicy J swag, and he still does. But
All he
his
talks about
swag
is
is getting
fucking
older. It's not
bitches.
changing. It's just getting older. You know
I-
what I'm
I
saying?
agree with
Getting
you.
drunk as fuck. All, like,
But
that's
I
all he
mean,
talks about is fucking bitches and
Juicy,
getting
but
drunk
Juicy
now.
J got one of my favorite flows, bro. I love Juicy J.
You say no to a ratchet pussy.
Man,
Juicy
I'm
J
really
King.
pissed that I left Lil Wayne out
Bro,
the
you know what's
conversation.
one of my favorite
Bro, I
songs?
cannot not think of Wayne, bro.
Like
Bands
I honestly
make
like
good
Wayne
ass.
like did it for me. Like,
Stoners Night Part 2.
Man.
That was it, man.
She roll
When
my
I-
weed and shit.
Talking
I
about
don't even
all right, when it
smoke.
comes back to rap, you know what I mean? It's the
That's my
person that
shit
you
too.
put your headphones on, you listen to what they're saying, and they leave you with that.
See, you know
See,
what?
like
So, as a DJ perspective,
Aw, dude, I love Wiz.
think
How did I
of
leave Wiz
scrolling
out on my
through
top five?
library and see who I got the most of.
Speaking
And Wiz,
of that, we're gonna
Kanye,
transition
Wayne
to
is
my
one of
latest
See, like,
single.
the first time
Dropping
I
it
ever
badass.
downloaded the
Dropping,
first
blah, blah, blah.
She roll my weed.
bought
and
the
she
first
just-
iTunes album was the Carter 3. And that was back when I was like 12, I
Fire.
think.
Fire.
Bro,
12.
yeah.
Fire,
Carter
bro.
3
And
fire.
Legendary. But my
listening to that,
mixtapes,
I'm
bro.
like,
One of my
wow.
favorite mixtapes, No
Lollipop.
Ceilings.
1 and 2.
This is Officer.
Love
No
it.
Ceilings
Ceilings
super
is-
hard.
Bro.
Super hard.
Cabin
That was the remix
Fever.
mixtape, right?
Cabin
is
Fever,
my
Big
favorite
Sean when he
mixtape all
came on
time.
the
No Ceilings is
scene.
probably
Wiz
number 2.
Khalifa.
No Ceilings. It was the one where he did all
Ooh,
remixes.
phone
though, right?
numbers.
Yeah.
You got dance ass
Fire,
up in that
bro.
bitch.
Fire,
Like,
bro.
Fire.
Watch my shoes.
I'm glad
Watch
we
my
can all,
fucking shoes.
bro,
glad we
okay.
can all agree on shit. That's pretty tough.
I'm about to
I'm
say,
so fucking
can
Luda,
we
'cause
all
we all
agree
know
that
fucking
Lil
real
Wayne
shit, real
is
MVP?
the
Real music,
remix?
Real recognized.
Bro, Lil Wayne is the
most
remix makes
there with Drake,
mixtape
and, like, I just
king.
don't want him to take space in my top 5 because everybody knows he's up there.
Bro,
Wayne's-
okay, so first off,
honestly, Wayne's probably 3.
every other artist right now,
Top
they're not
3.
out here making like a remix to every hit song. Wayne was making a remix to every hit song every single time.
And
a hit song
killing the
came
regular
out.
song.
And
Y'all
killing
remember-
it.
You
And
would go
sometimes
and
the
listen to
Wayne
the
version was
remix
better than the
more than the
original.
regular
Yes.
Y'all remember when
He's putting out whole
swag.
when Lil
mixtapes,
Wayne?
bro. Whole
You remember? Hey,
mixtapes.
do you remember when Lil Wayne went to jail?
Yes, free
All right, think
Tucci,
think
yeah.
about what his legend, like the amount of like that was a
After
god.
he went
Bro,
to
he
jail.
was a god and
no,
then he went to
instead of
jail.
going to jail, if Lil Wayne had died at that very moment, he would have been the best rapper who had ever lived in
Yeah.
everyone's mind.
See, here's the thing about that. Going back to like Biggie and Tupac, because it's our era. They died so early, and we weren't.
Bro,
we
they
weren't
got to put out
old.
2 projects like a beat, so pretty much.
Exactly,
Like that's
so-
it. That's it.
We all know who Biggie and Tupac was, but I can't put them up there. They're in like almost a different league because
It's
they died so soon.
A different
And our
generation, too. They were
generation,
talking
yeah,
about
that's what I'm-
love,
that's what I mean.
politics,
I mean,
So
black
I can
power,
agree
bro.
with the Mac Millers.
It was-
I
it
understand
was a
that our
different
generation,
era.
But like I can't put Biggie and Tupac.
Definitely
I think we were in
different
a
era.
different generation. We probably vote other people too, like fucking,
Exactly. Yeah. 100%.
fucking Diddy,
Busta
100%.
Rhymes.
fucking Ice Cube,
Oh, Diddy, Ice Cube.
Oh, I mean, we talking
yeah,
old
yeah,
school.
yeah.
Missy
Yeah.
was one of my favorite
Missy
rappers.
for sure.
Left Eye was one of my favorite.
Ashanti.
Nobody said Ghostface.
Queen Latifah. I wasn't.
Hey,
Ashanti wasn't a
rest
rapper.
in peace,
obviously.
Aaliyah. Rest in peace,
Method Man.
Aaliyah, though.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
Redman.
Wu-Tang, the whole
Bro,
Wu-Tang.
Redman is one of my
Aaliyah,
favorite
fuck.
freestyle
Aaliyah.
rappers of all time.
KRS
Rest in peace,
One.
Aaliyah, bro.
Fam.
There's a lot of
There
old
Talking
people.
music though.
You
Who's
know.
my
Deep.
beat fan?
Yeah.
Rakim,
Yeah. Murs.
Eric
All
B.
the living
Rakim,
legends,
Eric
honestly.
B.
The old
Rakim, yeah.
Pharrell, the
Mariah
Neptunes,
Carey.
nigga.
Yeah.
I was big on all
There's a
them.
lot. There's a lot.
Wu Tang.
I can't wait. Once we figure out this licensing shit, and I can start playing music out here, I'm gonna put y'all on some old ass shit, and everybody that listening gonna be like, "Damn, what you know about that?" And I'll be like, "Nigga, what you know about that?"
Slick Rick.
My music game is
Slick
deep,
Rick.
nigga.
Rick the Ruler.
Rick the
My
Ruler.
music game is so fucking deep. You have no fucking clue. You have no fucking clue. But on that
Yeah.
note,
MVP.
Actually, I think I do.
MVP.
we need to
MVP. MVP.
Zach, you're a DJ. I got a clue, all right?
We're getting the fuck out of here, bro.
MVP, we out.
The
been here
most
for a while.
fucking viable, fellas. Thank
Most
you
valuable
for this.
podcast.
Thank you for
success.
everybody that listened. Thank you for everybody that's listened to this and not gonna listen to this ever again.
It's okay.
Thank you for people that's gonna listen to this every week. We're gonna be
I
here
wish you
every
were here.
fucking week.
Every
We're gonna come with
Wednesday.
you with different shit. We're gonna come at you with the content. It's gonna be it. The most viable.
Talk about the launcher party real quick, too.
Yo, I brought this up when we first started. We're having a launch party. If you in Austin, I don't care if you're in Austin, Texas, San Antonio, bro. Come through. We're having a launch party. We are launching on the 26th of September. The 26th of September, we are doing a launch party on the 25th. It's also my birthday, so we're doing it kind of like a launch type birthday. The 25th, come out, hit me up. I got a flyer on Facebook. I'm doing all that shit. Come out, come get lit. Come, we're recording early. We're gonna be recording live at the party early. Come through, say what's up, vibe. If not, come party. Come just celebrate with us. Thank you again to everybody that supported, listened. Kuna Lakai, Jared, Mike, Nolan. I appreciate all y'all. This is gonna be a dope ass journey. It's gonna be lit, and I cannot wait for this. I cannot wait for this shit to.
Oh.
Yeah, baby.
Yo, the most viable. Go follow us. TheeMVP podcast. TheeMVP